Up for sale from Redvale RV on behalf of its current owner is this 2010 Coachman Laser 650 bar 4 island bed touring caravan. Now the purpose of this video is I'm going to go around this caravan end to end. I'm going to point out any marks or defects that it may have, so if you can't make it here to our yard in Redvale, Auckland to view it in person, you're going to get a good idea of all the kit and the condition this caravan is in. Now this caravan is loaded with accessories. It's got over $9,000 worth of kit above and beyond what it would have come out of the factory with. This has got satellite television system, a full awning, motor movers so it can park itself, a solar system, an extra deep cycle battery, and it is self-contained on the blue certificate. Now, I'd like to point out that this caravan is being sold in as-is, where-is condition, because we have found a few issues which I'd like to discuss throughout this video. Now, this caravan is fully road legal, has a current warrant of fitness, current registration, electrical certification. We've just headed into our workshop to do a 2025 annual house inspection and moisture report to make sure all the appliances are working as they should be. And they were. We did find some moisture ingress towards the end of this video. Once I'm on the inside, I'm going to point out those areas. However, we have professionally resealed those areas to stop any more moisture getting into this camper. Now this camper is 8 meters long end to end, and it weighs just over 1,600 kilos. So this is a big caravan. It would be an ideal house or to travel around the country in, either, and it can sleep 4 adults. Now it is built on the Elco anti-sway tow chassis, which makes these beautifully stable to tow. It does have trailer electronic stability control up here, and it does require a 50mm high-rise tow ball in order to tow it safely. If you don't have one of those fitted to your vehicle, we can fit and supply that for you. On that note, we can also arrange this to be self-contained on the new green certificate. It's currently on a blue certificate, but if you want it on the new green certificate, we can do that for you as well. And we can also arrange finance if you need. So while we're at the front, I'll start my condition report pointing out that our front 3 windows are in good condition, as is the front plastics. We do have sun fading on red plastics, of course. Up on the top there, we do have some sun fading on the paint and on the graphics. Now this whole area up here has recently been professionally resealed. You can see it's got new sealant in there where it was originally leaking, and it has had a reseal along the front of that window, and that center skylight above the lounge there has just been professionally resealed. Now we're going to come round to this side here. The paintwork's in pretty good order for a 2010. It does have a few nicks and scratches, and we do have sun fading on our plastics. Of course, it's not new. And there you can see that automatic satellite television system up there. Now that is quite an expensive system. One of those to be fitted will cost you well over $2,500. Now we're going to come and have a look underneath at the chassis. So the chassis is completely rust-free and in really good order under there. We're going to come down to our tyres. All 4 tyres have plenty of tread on them, and it does have a set of Camec motor movers, which means that this monstrous caravan can actually park itself with the use of a remote control. So it's ideal if you're trying to pop this inside a barn to store it, or a tight caravan park. All 3 windows on this side are in good order. What I will note is that it has had a reseal along the front of that top of that window at some stage in the past, and the sealant is not the tidiest job on the sealant, but it certainly did what it's intended to do, and it's kept any water out. I will just point out down here, the rear awning track has been caught and has slightly bent that as well. But all in all, very tidy for a 2010. Round to the rear, Rear tail lights are in good order with no cracks. We do have a small hairline crack in the rear plastic there. That is just cosmetic, however. We've got some discoloration in the tail light there, but that is all in working condition. I'm going to come around to this side here. Once again, the paintwork's still nice and shiny, just like on the other side. We do have a few pin dents here and there, but nothing major. And the front, these windows are all in good order as well. We do have sun fading on our plastics, and we do have a little bit of ooze on sealants around the camper, which is, of course, very, very, very common for any caravan of this age. Right, now we're going to step on in. Just been serviced, and we've got our self-containment card there. This is essentially a tiny home on wheels. Island bed down the rear, but we're going to get to that bedroom shortly. I do have the skylight above us closed because it is quite glary today. So if you really like light, you just simply open that up and it'll be very light and airy in here. All the lighting is provided by the 12 volt deep cycle battery. You can see there's plenty of lights in our front living area here. Now this can either be used as 2 single beds, or this entire area here folds to make a double. We've got storage all the way around up the top here, the entire way around in this front lounge kitchen area. And we've also got storage below both these front seats. I've got the camera on fisheye lens to try and get as much in as possible. I'm going to come around to the kitchen area here. Great kitchen, onboard microwave, 3-way Dometic fridge, which runs on gas or mains power. We've got a 4-burner gas hob, gas grill, and gas oven. Above that, we've got a really good sized sink with strainer area. We've got a brand new tap in the kitchen and the bathroom. This has an onboard water heating system which runs off our LPG bottle, which lives below that front seat there, and it also runs off electricity, so you get about a 15 litre onboard hot water cylinder. If I look down to the rear of the camper, you can see down to our right there we've got an onboard heating system. It's got an onboard heater which runs off the gas bottle or off electricity. Up here, command centre for your 12 volts. Booze cabinet with a solar controller. Of course, we've got a nice solar system on the roof of this, about 150 watt system, which is filling up the deep cycle batteries every time the sun comes out, and that's a fully integrated system that just works. While we're over here, just point out we've got our motor mover controller here, so this is how we drive the caravan if we don't have it attached to the car. This is fully insulated and all the windows are double glazed. Each window has a fly screen and a blackout blind which comes down from the top. And we come down to the rear of the camper. Now this has one of the largest beds you're going to get in a caravan, the island bed, the highly sought after island bed with his and hers wardrobe on either side. Below this bed while we're down here, tons more accessories. Power lead, a full awning. Of course, we have not put the awning up here, so just think of it as a freebie. It has both fresh and grey water tanks, which aren't in this video. I've got the skylight blind closed again just to keep the glare out. Lovely windows, got nice lace cover there, bit of privacy. And of course, all of these carpets, right the way throughout the camper, these are actually mats. These are loose fit carpet mats. Below these, we have our fake wood vinyl floor, which is a nice touch as well. It really lightens it up. Now, to my left, we have an inbuilt shower. To our right, we have a toilet room. So I'm going to swing around down here. Okay, so a nice, here's me, hi. We've got a good sized shower with door. And then if we look to our left here, behind this wall, we have a toilet. And the toilet door doubles as the bedroom door. Very handy. Step on in. Onboard toilet. and that does have a swivel lid. Okay, now to the condition report of the interior. So the reason this caravan is being sold in as-is, where-is condition is it's had some water get into it in the past. Probably several years ago now, water had leaked around these front 3 windows. That was professionally repaired, sealed, should I say. We've used our moisture meter to detect any moisture. There is no moisture around those front 3 windows. However, it has damaged the wallboard along the bottom here, and the wallboard is now soft here, along there, along the bottom, and up some of those pillars. There also has been a sign of water there, but this is all dry. But you can just see a little bit of discoloration in our wallpaper. And over here, we've got some discoloration in our wallpaper. And that is a telltale sign that there was a leak. So now that is all nice and dry, and we've actually done another repair on the outside there to make sure no more water is getting in. If you would like that repaired, that would be done at the new owner's cost, and we can quote that job up for you if you so desire. This caravan has been exceptionally well priced because of that. Now it is completely usable in its current state. We have just also done a reseal of this front skylight, as we found one area of slightly elevated moisture readings around the side of that skylight there. It's not uncommon for a caravan of this age to have had a little bit of a leak in the past. Now also on the condition of the interior, it's in really good usable condition, but if you looked hard enough, you're going to find marks. Of course, it's now it's a 15-year-old caravan, and it has been a family caravan, so there will be marks. We got a little bit of sun fading on upholstery and plastics on the inside here, and there are areas where bits of wallpaper has been ripped off, I'd say, where something would have been stuck to that once upon a time. All the appliances are in really good working condition. I'm going to go down to the rear now just to point out any marks or any bits and bobs that I find. We do have some discoloration and plastics inside the shower, but it's all in good working condition. We do have a few little marks and scuffs on wallpaper, of course. Now just in this bathroom area here, we do have some discoloration on plastics, but all in all, in good working condition. Right, if you'd like to know more about this caravan or come have a look at it in person, get in touch, www.redvalerv.com, or give us a call, 09445 0323. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.